Hello, hello. Welcome to Leap Taken. Here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And today I want to talk about music. Yes, music, specifically lyrics, honestly, the beats as well. And the reason I want to talk about this as it relates to spirituality. Now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of people who will, depending on their taste and interest in music, genres they prefer. I've seen people music is sort of the background to their life, including their spirituality. Um, so you'll see if they're sharing things on social media, the type of music the sound that they put over what they're showing you, things like that. Um, I have a very eclectic taste in music as well. I don't like any one genre more than the others. I go through phases, but I'm like that with a lot of things. So, however, one thing I know to be true is that music does have a space, it holds a place, a vibrational place and space within spirituality. I am not going to tell you what not to listen to. I'm not going to do that. You listen to whatever you want because sometimes you just feel in the moment. And it's not about making it about spirituality or making it about something else. Sometimes you're just feeling a vibe, right? And you just want to feel the vibe in the moment, whatever that is. I understand that. And I'm the same way. Um, I I mean, when that Act Up song come on by City Girls till this very day, I am going to say all the words. And I think a lot of us, I don't care who you are, if you've heard it, you know what I'm talking about. You probably, and there's all types of walks of life who will just, if that beat come on, we're going to say those words in the beginning. We're going to go ahead and just start with JT's verse. And then we're going to come in with that offbeat part by Young Miami. We're just going to do that. And I understand that, and that's okay. Um, that doesn't make me more or less witchy or it's more spiritual. So that's now we got that out of the way. However, I will say this: if this is your main type of music that you're listening to, if you are listening to more music that kind of follows along that line, scamming, getting money from guys or whatever, talking about your body in a way, basically is a commodity, just saying. Um, I'm just saying, maybe if you're mixing that with when you're doing your spells and you're doing rituals and you're working on getting this money because you got to get these bills paid and you're trying to get your bag and you're trying to do all those things. I'm just saying, possibly, maybe, coulda, maybe, somehow, possibly might be a problem as it relates to your spirituality. You get it how you live it, or you live it how you get it, I guess, right? So I guess that works in reverse too. You get it how you live it. I live it how I get it. Anyway, the point is, you can be putting yourself in a precarious situation that you really don't want to be in. Meaning that old dude that you see on your way to work that always say good morning, one day he might shoot a shot. They give you $40, That's basically what you manifested. Look, I didn't see this happen. I've seen it play out like that. I swear to you, I have seen that play out like that. Because that's the vibration and energy you were on. Now, even if you were open to that situation, I'm sure you was hoping for more than $40 being offered to you. However, you didn't really say, and that's what the universe provided. Maybe you would have to have a lot of old men to build up on that $40. I don't know. The point is, you're going to have to be careful of the energy. Now, the beats themselves, sometimes beats in a song, take away the lyrics, it just gives a vibe. It gives a certain energy. And I'm saying vibe for a purpose. Really, I mean a frequency, right? It gives a vibration. It gives it reaches a certain frequency and it does something to you. There's certain sounds that's why ASMR, hello, that's why, right? It's certain sounds that just gets you. I was having this conversation with one of my cousin sisters. We were talking about like paper, like ASMR, like turning the page, like that hits me. It's something about that which just feels right. So I enjoy that. Even I like hairbrushing, the ASMR, the way that I never thought until one day I was like, let me see what they talking about. And I did see what they were talking about. And as it turns out, I like it. So I do like those sounds. It's not something I listen to all the time, but if I hear it, I like it. Um, and I think that's why I like a lot of tutorials that like way back when the natural hair tutorials that the person would be combing a conditioner through their hair with the um what do you call it, a Denman brush, and you hear the sound if it wasn't like a voiceover or anything like that. Man, it was sounds like, oh, I like that. I don't know, I found it really soothing. Um, you see what I mean? I'm kind of went on a tangent about it, but you get my point. There are certain sounds in general that make you feel different things. There are certain beats, we're going to, for the purposes, I'll say trap beats, right? Where it don't even have to have lyrics. It's something about it that just sounds, it puts you in a mind frame. It puts you in a different type of state of energy. You know what I mean? It puts you in a certain vibration where it feels like basically the build up to me feel chaotic, especially when I listen to anything. Well, I love my 90s alternative rock. Big fan. So there are certain songs that can bring me down. That is, it's not even the lyrics, it's the beat that will kind of just bring me down. Actually, some of the lyrics too. Um, some Beck stuff, yeah, certain lyrics. Anyway, the point is, it can mellow me down too much and kind of make me feel like low-key a little depressed when I think about it. Between it's the lyrics, yes, but sometimes it's the beat itself. It just sounds, or a lot of the grunge. Depending on the state of mind, like I can listen to it for nostalgic purposes and I feel good. But if I just go too deep and I'm just kind of in a moment where I'm just doing a bunch of grunge, no, it does something to me. It's not the lyrics, yes, but it's just the droning of that beat. It's just that it puts me in, which at that time it was really, the whole heroin culture was somehow laced in with grunge for some people. And to me, the beat takes me there. But the point is, all of this, when you're doing rituals and you have a music playing, and I'm not, listen, you pick what you want, but just be mindful of that energy and that frequency. Be mindful because it does overlap. Everything you're doing in that moment, the energy you're bringing shows up and manifests as part of that spell. Remember Drunk in Love, Beyonce? And Jay-Z had the verse on. First of all, whenever his part came on, I felt like he interrupted the song. Let's just start there. So I never really wanted his, and I know a lot of people felt that way. He was like, and I like Jay-Z, so I don't have like a problem with this man and his music. I just did not want to hear him on this song. I was enamored with her. I saw the video. Remember, she did the visual album. Ugh, I'm very beehive. Anyway, I just wanted to hear, I didn't want to hear his part. So if I was like working on some sort of spell, let's say something for me and my guy, and I want it to bring passion, and let's say it's anniversary night or it's just a date night or whatever, and you trying to bring a certain energy, you trying to mix things up. So you're doing the mundane things, getting the outfits or whatever, you doing you, making yourself presentable, but you want to keep a certain energy, so you're doing some extra spell work, and you listen to Drunk in Love. Now, let's say you picked the wrong copy. You already know you feel some kind of way about the Jay-Z part, but you willing to forgo that, even though, think about the energy you coming, like, you already coming with energy coming, that's what I can describe it, like, kind of a little negative energy, but you somehow got the wrong copy. Y'all remember when Kanye West did the remixing, was a feature on that song? If I thought the Jay-Z part was annoying, the Kanye West part, when he got on, it felt like he busted in her bedroom and just like started talking and just ruined the moment. It was horrible. I hated what he did. And also he was saying horrible stuff. Like, anyway, the point is, you grab that, like, it will throw you off. Even if the part, you knew it was on there and you thought you could get past it because you liked the song overall, that's going to throw you off. And you're bringing that it's woke up a certain type of energy. And when you're doing spells, whether you're dressing a candle, you're putting the herbs out, you're pouring the potion, whatever it is, you're in the zone. Like, the energy's coming from you. You're bringing the energy. You are making the spell go. You're the green light. Actually, no, you're the engine in the car, and you say go. You're all those things. You're doing it. You're the one in control. Um, so if that is making you feel annoyed, immediately goes into what you're doing. Honestly, in that situation, I would say a phrase to reverse the energy I just felt and do a quick release. Um, I might even step away and come back and do a cleansing, another smoke cleanse or something like that, because I threw myself off listening to this music. Don't underestimate music. A prime example: churches. Most religions usually have, even if it's just instrumental, they like music. Uh, we know this. We know it's important. And then you get into more indigenous cultures and things like that. Them drum beats, let me tell you, that's why we have drum circles. And I'll share my thoughts on drum circles at another time. But anyway, the point is, it's very spiritual. It could take you someplace. It can, that for some people, that's all they need, to go into a full on meditative state or astral project or something like that, or whatever it is. Drums are key. So I say all this to say, um, watch what you're listening to. Watch what you're absorbing. Even when you're not doing any work, listen, it's like junk food, right? Some things, it's fun, it's cute when you listen to it and you get a good chuckle. Sometimes the lyrics are so absurd, it's funny. It's entertaining. It is. However, you can only consume so much, you know, before it's a problem. And who determines what's enough, how much is too much? You do. It's based on how you feel. A lot of spirituality has a lot to do with how it makes you feel. If you feel uncertain or that's a better no. If you feel like when you listen to this certain song, you gotta go get high, you gotta smoke some, you gotta drink some, you gotta do something. As soon as this certain type of music comes on, like it puts you in that mindset. I would start to question. Oh my God, y'all! The doorbell has rang like twice. It was my same DoorDash person. It's hilarious what's happening over here. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this video. If it's the last thing I do. Um, it's entertaining. It's fun. It's exciting, right? It can be like it's a vibe in a moment, as I said in the beginning. However, if it leads you to do things where, to me, you feel like you have to be in an altered state to really enjoy the music, and you listen to that often, and I don't have I don't know, I would begin to question that connection. There are certain things that are triggers, and triggers is not always negative, but in this case, it is what it is. It's just a certain trigger. For instance, when I eat reds like spaghetti, with red sauce. And when I eat that, or I want wine. I don't want to drink I don't want water. I want wine. It's a trigger for me. Those paired, specifically a good glass of either a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Pinot Noir. And if I'm feeling spicy, Shiraz. I want that. I want that. Like, it goes together. I haven't made that in a while, but when I do, I'm going to make sure, first of all, I'm cooking with the wine, but I'm going to need to have that glass right there. When I have steak, I'm going to want a full body wine, red wine. I really do. Pinot for that one. A good Pinot Noir. Ooh, real good one. And I want it expensive. I want a good smooth. I don't want to taste any tannins. I don't want no weird vinegary aftertaste. I want it to be smooth. You see how intense it gets for me? These are just food pairings, but when I watch certain TV shows, I remember Scandal, prime example. I wanted my wine with it. And I couldn't watch Scandal after rocks. They got on my nerves. It jumped the shark with the prison thing where she was held kidnapped. But that's another conversation. Anyway, the point is, it, like certain things, like media, things of that nature, food, everything, it puts me in a certain thing. And then I want after dinner wine afterwards, and I also want a rich dessert. Like, I'm all in. Now, imagine if I consume these things often. I'd probably still want that wine with it. If yes, do I have control over myself? Of course. But at the same time, you don't really think about this very much. At least I know I try not to, because I probably wouldn't enjoy anything, but we can we can be manipulated very easily. Our minds, there's other part of our minds could just take over. Um, that's why to be a witch takes effort. You might do well on the first couple tries with your spells and you can have wonderful results, but longevity in witchcraft and getting actual results requires having control over yourself on some level. It doesn't mean you don't let loose, it doesn't mean that you're perfect. It just means that you have control of your thoughts, you welcome balance, and you try to walk in a balanced life, a grounded life as much as you can. Life can shift it, so you constantly stumbling trying to get back on, and that's part of life too. And that trying to get back on balance again can take some time. That might not be something that you do immediately. Some of us detour, from our balanced life, trying to just live this existence. So it doesn't mean perfection. Um, but you can control what you listen to. You can control what you consume, mostly, at least when you're working with your spells, when you're doing any sort of magical workings, you can control that. I'm throwing myself off. I say all this to say, to bring it back home and wrap this video up. Thank you for staying this long, if you made it this long, amongst my many rambles and tangents. I didn't want to come across as preachy. I don't want to sound like I know it all and I know everything about everything and music, and you shouldn't listen to that kind of music because that's bad for you. No, I'm just saying be mindful. I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Mika. This is Leap Taken. Please consider hitting the join button to join the Leap Taken membership. Remember, on level 2, which is the Leaper, we have a book club. I'd love more people to get involved. Right now it's still budding, so I don't have a whole lot. So I want to make it a thing. And we vote on the book, so it's not about what I like. And I'm open to suggestions. So if you're looking for a dedicated book club centered around witchcraft, paganism, spirituality, fiction, and nonfiction, with practicing witches or soon to be practicing witches, go ahead and consider joining. All right, I also offer services over at leaptaken.com. I've just added a recent one. I have some other stuff coming, so stay tuned. But I have some other stuff coming up. But right now, yeah, so it's basically an Ask a Witch type thing. You'll see it there. So check that out as well. I offer a monthly subscription if you're interested. Also check that out. But yeah, I'm done selling my services and everything else. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. It does help. And yeah, please come back and watch some of my other videos. I do appreciate you watching this one. All right, bye.